Welcome to Hired Ministry, another show, another special guest. And this evening, I have the founder of a company called Team Venti. Team Venti is a software company based here in Texas. And this evening, I'm having a conversation with the founder of Team Venti. The gentleman I'm bringing to the show this evening is called Charlie Ramirez. Charlie, welcome to the show, sir.
An absolute pleasure to be here with you, Kakome.
Wow, thank you so much. How's your day going so far?
Work today's hump day, right? Wednesday, coming
It
off
is
a
a hump day.
long weekend. It feels like a normal week, not a 4 day week. Thank goodness. It's better than the alternative. And so far, so good. Let's see how the weekend, but so far, no complaints.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here this evening, for connecting with us. So, anybody that's following us this evening, you are watching us on Hyatt Ministry, which is a self promoting platform. And I have the founder of Team Venti, who is Charlie Ramirez. Charlie, can you introduce yourself to the people that are following us?
You bet. My name is Charlie Ramirez. I'm joining you from beautiful and hot Austin, Texas. I have the privilege of leading an organization called Team Venti. We've been in business since 2009, 2008, actually.
2008.
And based out of Texas, we serve clients all over North America, mostly clients headquartered in the US and Canada,
Wow.
but a lot of them with footprint beyond the Americas for sure. And what we do is we help our clients who are mostly mid-sized organizations,
Hmm.
commercial, nonprofit, and government. We help them succeed
Succeed.
in IT projects, and we come with ideas and solutions based on Microsoft technology. We use Microsoft technology to help our clients solve problems, become more effective in the use of their assets,
Hmm.
so they can improve operations, be more efficient, and at the end of the day, serve better their clients, their customers. That's what we do, and we do it with our know-how and service around Microsoft, the Microsoft technology stack.
Beautiful, Charlie. Thank you so much for being here with us. You are, can I say, you are a Microsoft partner? Is that
Yes, we are.
something
That's
you are?
exactly what we are. Yes.
So you are a Microsoft partner who's helping your clients to find solution based on using Microsoft application and tools that are out there. So you say you're based in Austin. You and I have a connection. We'll talk about our connection later on,
Hmm.
which is interesting. But stay connecting with us. If you're connecting with us this evening, uh, my guest is Charlie Ramirez, is a founder of a software company called Team Venti. So you say you started a company in 2008. You are here in Texas. You're helping customers, you know, U.S. and Canada, but mostly, they have a footprint outside of the United States or North America. So how do you go about uh, getting your customers? Do they come to you? Do you come to them? And tell us a little bit more about the operation. Assume I am a customer today, coming to Team Venti. How do that process goes, and how do you go about it?
You bet. So, having been in business for so many years,
Mm-hmm.
we have had the luck of developing a reputation and a um, a large list of clients, some of whom are recurrent or
Mm-hmm.
recurring, however you want to call it. We do business with them on an ongoing basis or casually,
Mm-hmm.
some parts every year or every now and then. They'll call us depending on the situation. We have clients for whom we support and power
Okay.
mission critical environments,
Okay.
such as their voice systems based on Microsoft Teams. They depend on us for 24/7 operation of their communications platform based on Teams. We have other clients for whom we offer managed services.
Mm.
So they depend on our 24/7 help desk for ongoing support,
Mm.
either for their IT organization or end users. So we have a variety of different types of clients and who consume different types of services that we offer, all depicted on our website, teamventi.com. Clients come to us either mostly to either our website, they just
Uh-huh.
contact us via web chat or call,
Team Venti. Okay.
or I would say it's almost 50-50 referrals. We get a lot of referrals.
Mm.
We're lucky to get referrals from other clients as well as business partners, companies like Team Venti that specialize in other areas of the Microsoft ecosystem, and they send those their customers whenever they need help
Mm.
in some of our specific areas of expertise. So we partner very well with those organizations and send customers back and forth or refer customers back and forth. And we also take in incoming requests for help through our different channels, including email, web chat, or phone.
I was gonna talk about, today there's so many IT software companies out there, and
Hmm.
I was gonna ask you, how do you cope, with staying in the business for this long? But you talk a little bit about it on
Hmm.
being part of the Microsoft ecosystem, and with the years of experience. But how do you maintain that? Because there's so many companies out there. How do you maintain that relationship to make sure that people are still coming to you, and you're still in business and
Hmm.
growing? Mm.
Sure. Well, that's a good question. So I guess there's many answers to that. The first one is we since the days we opened our doors,
Mm-hmm.
our standards and our expectations were always very high
Okay.
because most of us come from big IT or enterprise IT,
Mm.
where there's very little margin for error in decisions and projects that get executed. So a lot of the standards around planning,
Mm.
documentation, accountability, and the ability to deliver on what's committed. We brought to our business when we opened our doors. Our origin had
Mm.
us working at the beginning with small business clients. They
Mm-hmm.
were some of the first to hit the cloud when
Okay.
the cloud wave started hitting us back in 2008, 2009 was right when we opened our doors, and they just kept us very busy. So we, from the very early days, we brought that discipline and that
Mm.
level of quality to our projects in, let's call it, the SMB space. Um, as we matured as an organization, serving
Mm.
larger and larger clients, including enterprise and public organizations, um, we have continued to improve our standards, our processes, and we could not do that if we were not uh, as lucky in finding the great talent that we have in our team,
Mm.
which is mostly comprised of people who like to serve others, have a natural um, predisposition to help and serve others, and
Mm.
that hopefully comes through in all of the interactions our clients have with us, either directly on a voice call or via web chat or in the middle of projects. So I think those are some of the ways that we have stuck around and continue to have fun helping our clients and growing every
Y-
year.
You've landed exactly where I was hoping that you're gonna land, because you talk about talent, finding the right talent, because without that, you don't have a company. The people that work today, the work environment. A lot of people are looking for work. You, especially in IT, you run an IT company for many years. You've talked about finding the right talent that
Mhm.
are serving your customers. Where do you go when you want to recruit people? That first, and then tell me after that, what do you look for when
Mhm.
you you get a resume? What do you look for?
Mhm. Good question. Very good question. So, where do we go? So, depending on the type of roles,
Mm-hmm.
we have we typically hire one of maybe three different employee types.
Okay.
Um, we have a constant throughout the year. We operate a permanent internship program
Okay.
that is part of every department of Team Venti.
Oh,
We have we're very serious and very committed to our internship program.
mm-hmm.
The first reason for its existence is to sincerely help educate and train the next generation of workers,
Wow.
even if they don't end up being part of our team. So we have a
Correct.
sincere desire in spending time with our interns so that when they come on board, just like we do with our full-time employees, we put together a plan for the duration of their tenure with us. If it's we have two types, 3 months and 6 months, typically in their sophomore or senior
Mm-hmm.
years in
Okay.
college. And we treat them just like we treat our regular employees. We sit down
Employees.
with them, we have one-on-one meetings with them every week. We put
Wow.
together the objectives for the internship,
Mm.
and we do our darnest to get them mixed in with the rest of us in real world projects so they can learn, hands-on. Exactly.
Wow.
That program, every now and then, whenever we have the need to hire full-time
Mm-hmm.
employees, we'll typically tap
Into that.
into that program for the best talent that comes through the different cycles of internship, and that's a good feeding mechanism for new
Mm.
employees at our company. It's great because it lets us see the applicant, kind of in action without
Before, yeah.
having to commit, and then
Mm.
the ones that make a good fit with the company and vice versa, we present sometimes job offers too.
That's really
Another
good.
another group is more experienced, still entry level, or more
Okay.
experienced professionals, maybe 2 years, 3 years of experience,
Mm-hmm.
where they have already had their first job or two and are looking for an organization that's serious about career development, that's working within the leading edge of the technologies
Technology, yes.
available in our space, and where they have room to grow and a management team that's sincere about supporting their career development. So we will, when we have openings, when we need more experience than an intern,
Mm-hmm.
that's a second group that we hire, and we find those through either recruiters. Sometimes we go through LinkedIn,
Okay.
and many times we have a database of
Mm.
resumes that gets fed through our website, Venti.com. We have a career section,
Okay.
and we'll also search within our database whenever we have those type of,
Okay.
of openings. And then thirdly is more senior, more experienced type of staff.
Mm-hmm.
And for those, we'll most of the time we'll go through recruiters.
Okay.
We it saves us time. We have also used third party services. I don't want to say we don't use those,
Mm.
but most of the time we go to recruiters for the more tenure, more experienced talent, because sometimes those individuals are not in the marketplace looking for work, so
Correct.
they might not be listed in the job boards, etc. So um, recruiters are very good at finding them out and doing the legwork for us.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. Through, you go through every stage to make sure that you get the right candidate for the right job.
We
And
try.
when
Yeah,
when you see a resume, I said you and I connected in the past. Just for the people that are connecting with us or who are watching us, I am actually having a conversation with Charlie Ramirez, who is the founder of Team Venti, a software company based in Austin, Texas. Charlie and I connected in the past. Actually, when I moved to America, the first company I worked for was Team Venti, and Charlie Hyan was my boss.
That- it's not a secret, right? Not a secret anymore.
Charlie was my boss. This was in 2011, actually,
Mm-hmm.
2011. When
Mm-hmm.
I came here, you reach out. I was gonna ask you about the resume. When you see the resume, like when you saw my resume, what do you look for? For to make sure that you get the right person.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good question.
Mm,
Well, so the first thing that we will do when we're trying to fill in a position and looking at resumes or CVs,
hmm.
we have some keywords in mind,
Okay.
just like a search engine
Hmm.
or a search bot, right? When you have automation, you have. Sorry
Hmm.
about that. That's Sophie. Uh,
Hmm.
we have keywords in mind, so we will do a quick scan
Wow.
of a candidate's resume, looking
Okay.
for those keywords depending on the type of role that we're trying to fill, right?
Mm. Hmm.
So that's the first thing. So in your case, I remember I saw IBM. You
Hmm.
had some previous experience with IBM, and you had previous. I remember. I have good memory. Sometimes, and you had already experienced delivering technical support,
Hmm.
and we were at the very early stages of developing a support organization back then.
Correct.
I think it's safe to say you were the first person that we hired in our support team.
For the
Very, very,
Intune project, yes.
yeah, very early on. Yes, yes, yes. So I remember those were the keywords that caught my attention
Mm.
and wanted me to reach out and meet you.
Wow.
That's typically the first step
Mm.
to that will help us filter out right from a bunch of resumes.
Correct.
But that's only the first step, right? The
Yeah.
second step is the interview, which I think is the key in any part of our hiring process.
Hmm.
I think that many times will determine and help us make a decision if you're a good fit,
Fits.
and vice versa, and if we're a good fit for you.
Correct.
So, but to answer your question, I mean, just like any system automation nowadays,
Mm.
we typically look after some keywords just to,
Make sure
uh,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, Charlie, thank you so much. If you are following us tonight, Charlie is my guest tonight at Hyatt Ministry. Hyatt Ministry is a self-promoting platform where I get to speak to founders and CEO of company like Team Venti this evening. Charlie and I connected in the past. Like I said, I actually worked for Team Venti when I moved to America. Charlie gave me the opportunity to work under him. I know the company. And today I am grateful to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming in. But I want to give you the last word for anything that you have to share about the company. I don't know if you have any hiring going on at the moment or any project or how customers can reach out to Team Venti for a lot of services that you actually offering.
You bet. So, but my dog will let me answer. So, Sophie. I'll answer a couple of things. First,
Hmm.
people who are looking for work.
Mm.
Um, well, let me answer all the other way around. Uh,
Mm.
we are always interviewing,
Okay.
so we're always looking and we're always evaluating.
Correct.
We don't wait until we need to hire
Okay.
to talk to good people. So we always like to be in front of good people, even if the timing of an opening is not immediate or at the moment, or if we don't have an opening yet,
Hmm.
or if the candidate is not ready to make a move, we still like to be in front of as many good people as we can. That's always an opportunity.
Wow.
So if somebody wants to put their like we said, the feelers out there and see
Hmm.
what's available or what could be available in the future, they should not hesitate to, I hope they consider us and go to our website, teamventi.com. we have a career section within our menu,
Mm-hmm.
including our internship section, and everybody's welcome to submit their resume
Resume.
through our website. Um, and I think we are currently hiring interns for sure. I cannot speak of what roles we have open, and you have to check our website
Check our
depending on when
website.
you see this video.
Mm-hmm.
But people who are actively looking for work, um, if I can give some advice, is no, uh, don't assume if you don't find the right exact job as
Mm-hmm.
for what you think compared to what you think your skills are or
Mm.
you whatever you study.
Your experience. Mm-hmm.
Is sometimes the employer will see things in you as a
Mm-hmm.
candidate that you don't see yourself. So I'm not saying that you should apply for roles that are 10, levels above or,
Your
your
experience.
experience, but
Mm.
um, I think that many candidates don't know that hiring managers are very open-minded
Okay.
nowadays with so much competition. We don't always look necessarily for skills exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, I always look for attitude. I always look for personality, and I always look for an aptitude to learn more,
Yeah.
a proven ability
To
to
learn more.
deal with ambiguity and changes,
Mm-hmm.
which are part of our industry, and a disposition to learn more. So I hope that helps candidates who are watching this video, but don't always assume that you have a square peg. You're only going to fit in square pegs. You will be surprised at people who we have hired who they didn't even fit the job description 100%. Or sometimes what will happen in many companies, and it happened to me once when I was an employee
Mm-hmm.
before we started Team Venti,
Mm.
um, you will apply to a position.
Mm.
They will not hire you for that position, but within the company, they'll hire you for another position that wasn't even posted.
And you said it, because during the interview they were able to see your aptitude, they were able to see your attitude, and you are now being considered for another position which you did not apply for. So
Yes.
people apply for the job. It doesn't you don't have to fit all the requirement.
Hmm.
Apply for the job. That's what Charlie is sort of teaching us
Hmm.
tonight. That
Hmm.
the more you apply, the more the opportunity you get to sit in front of hiring managers, and that's might consider you for other position than the position that you applied for.
Yeah, and just like you read in the articles and books, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do your research.
Mm,
Spend some time researching
mm,
the prospective employer and the industry that you're interested in,
yeah,
and then take your time to write a cover letter.
yeah,
Nowadays, I guess it's cover email or I don't know, depending on how you submit
mm,
your resume. But take your time to add a note, make it personal. That always
yeah,
stands
yeah.
out for sure.
That is actually something which a lot of people don't do, but like you just said, it's show that you did your research, you prepared, you've wrote something which is personal, which
Hmm.
it's not just a resume that you've prepared months ago, but you're coming into the interview with a note that it shows preparation, and that's a good information that you've just shared with us, Charlie.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. And customers that want to reach out to you, I'd like you to, just if you can share one of the project, for example, that's you're working for a customer, to give other customers ideas on type of project that they can contact Team Venti for work.
Sure. So you want to give an example of one of our customer projects?
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So I'll give you two. One is for many years we
Okay,
have worked on the Microsoft SharePoint platform,
okay.
which many people don't know. SharePoint is the basis for Teams. So when you deploy Teams and you're sharing information, files, etc., the place where all of that is stored and managed from is SharePoint.
SharePoint.
All the
Yeah.
objects and data. most of it resides in SharePoint. So we've been doing SharePoint, for 20 some 20. I've been working in SharePoint for 20 something years, and as a company from our inception.
Mm,
So we're currently working on a project where we are migrating all of the files
mm,
of one of our clients, files that are spread on local hard drives, on local shared drives in the network, and also
mm-hmm.
in this case of this client, a lot of it over a terabytes in Google G Drive
Google
or
Drive.
G
Wow.
Suite. The organization made a decision to consolidate everything on the Microsoft Cloud,
Wow.
and we are right now in the middle of a massive migration
Migration.
project. And because they're coming from Google,
Mm,
they're mostly familiar with that environment.
mm-hmm.
So the project includes knowledge sharing and training help for the employees to acclimate to the new environment,
Mm-hmm.
as well as train the trainer activities, so we can train the IT staff
Wow.
and champions in other departments to make the
Mm.
transition from Google to Microsoft a
Microsoft
smoother
Cloud.
one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we have another project for a nonprofit
Mm-hmm.
in Philadelphia where they have been spending way too much time
Mm.
and energy communicating with volunteers and communicating with their clients who they serve, and it's a nonprofit.
Wow.
And the communication was very spotty because we're using cell phones
Mm-hmm.
that they were providing to their staff. So when there were inbound calls, it was kind of a mess. Who was following up with whom, etc. So because Microsoft offers their 365 licenses at
Mm-hmm.
either no cost or deeply discounted rates for nonprofits,
Discounted. Yeah.
we have been able to modernize their IT,
Mm-hmm.
to move their communications to Teams. We ported all of the numbers to Microsoft Teams at their phone system, and
Mm.
we also deployed our Blue Sky UC contact center solution, which enables the nonprofit to see all of the calls on a board as they're happening live, how many minutes some of their people are waiting
Wow.
on the phone to be taken care of, and also gives them reporting so they can manage a better environment for the client and also make life easier for their employees.
That Blue Sky, it's actually in-house application that Team Venti has developed and deploying to the customers.
Yes, yes, it is.
Talk a little bit more about that because that
Yeah,
you
Blue Sky UC is one of the areas that we're most proud of. Team Venti is our branded platform
mm,
offering of services around Microsoft communications. So we
wow.
have Blue Sky UC as in Unified Communications,
Mm-hmm.
where we offer voice or dial plans for companies to replace their phone service provider
Mm-hmm.
with Teams, and we kind of become we manage the environment for them. We in a way we become their phone company.
Wow.
um, so we have that. We have Blue Sky UC Contact Center, which helps organizations like the nonprofit I mentioned out of the East Coast, Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
manage a call center environment and monitor live activity of calls and reporting. And then we have a new product that we just launched called the um, Power Teams Power Pack. You can
Teams
look
Power
at it.
Pack.
You can look at teamspowerpack.com
Mm-hmm.
or navigate through blueskyuc.com either way, and it's a platform that helps you visualize call performance data through a
Wow.
very easy to use dashboard, and sales managers, customer service managers can see the call activity of their employees, so they can monitor performance, and they can also visualize the data and graphics, etc. A very very nifty tool that makes the Teams Voice solution a more complete one. We're very proud of those products.
Thank you so much, sir,
Yes, sir.
for all you do. I appreciate you for coming to talk to me this evening. If you are following us, my guest this evening was Charlie Ramirez, who is the founder of Team Venti. Team Venti is a software company based in Austin. They have so much technology. They've been Microsoft partners for years. I personally was there. I was employed when I moved to the state. That was the first place I worked. So I appreciate you for coming in this evening to talk to me. And your final word before we finish this call. It's been interesting. I've learned a lot about the company and everything you're doing, and also the people that are looking for work. Your insight has been amazing, Charlie. Thank you so much. I'll give you the last word before we finish.
I want to say thank you for having me on your program. I think the concept behind higher ministry, I think it's a unique one. I never heard of it before. I wish you had been in business when I was looking for work. 'Cause I know that whoever reaches out your content is going to be well served.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
hope I'm in a way be able to contribute something to those people out there in the
Yes,
marketplace.
yes.
And there's never a bad moment to look for work. Doesn't matter the economy.
Mm,
Don't get influenced by news headlines. There's always somebody looking for good people.
definitely.
Good economy, bad economy. We always need good people out in the marketplace. So don't be shy and get your name out there and take advantage of resources like higher ministry, which are in place to help you. And I wish you very good luck in your career search if you're looking for work, and also to consider us, teamventi.com, for any opportunities that we might have available for you. And thank you, Kakome, for the opportunity to be part of this cool program that you're running, Higher Ministry. I love it.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Charlie. And you and I will continue talking. Thank you so much, and you have a good evening.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. My guest this evening was Charlie Ramirez, who is the founder of Team Venti, which is a software company based in Austin. Charlie actually hired me when I moved here. When I moved from Europe to USA, the first company that offered me a position was Team Venti. That's how I got into the job market in America. TeamVenti.com, connect with them. They're a software company. They have so much that they doing, and they've been Microsoft partners for years. And if you are a CEO or you have a company or you're hiring people, we'll be happy to receive you here at Hyatt Ministry. Talk about you or talk about your company and anything you can contribute in this program. Thank you so much. Until next time, I am Kakombe and you were watching Hyatt Ministry. Thank you so much. Bye bye.